So that will show you 4 most influential books that I read regarding the raw plant-based lifestyle and philosophy as well, because it's not just a diet, it's philosophy. It's like actually a pretty comprehensive way of living and outlook on life. Why do we need to read books? Let's just discuss it first. Because we come to this lifestyle from a very strong bias from cultural, social, parental, familial pressure, and system of beliefs, system of knowledge, certain biases. And in fact, it's pretty difficult to find very comprehensive set of information, of knowledge on that. And we even cannot exercise our intuitive way of healthy living because we're so far from nature nowadays. We don't go to our natural habitat to go harvest for food, to go exercise as much as we need, to go interact with people the way we want, the way we need to interact with people, to exercise our creative abilities, to have natural biorhythms. We're very far from that. In contrary, we what? We go to the stores to get our food. We learn how to prepare it from our parents, from our grandparents, and so on, who in turn were influenced by very powerful perturbations that occurred throughout history and influenced people. So we need to relearn this, and it's especially hard. It's especially hard to find good agreement with that, because the knowledge that we got about the systemic living was absorbed by us in the age where our brain is the most susceptible to accumulating knowledge. From the ages of 0 to 3 years old, and then it exponentially decays by the age of 25. So we need to unlearn a lot. We need to challenge our previous beliefs and build such a firm, logical, elegant, sleek, and data-based and intuition agreement with that it really takes a lot of effort and research. So I would like to start with 2 books that have direct relevance to raw plant-based diet that I would recommend you. First is Karin, Dina, the Raw Food Nutrition Handbook. And second one that will be complementary to this book is Becoming Raw by Brenda Davis. So these 2 books can become your handbooks in actually designing and understanding raw vegan diets, because they contain very nice tables. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory. Some of them are discussed pretty well in the text that you can use for your own sake, or if you have some person that would like to challenge your lifestyle, or people who are genuinely interested in adopting this lifestyle. So these books will help you to maintain a very educated conversation with people who either sympathize or against this lifestyle, and you need to stick in with facts and science. These books cover the role of enzymes, they cover amino acids, how to harvest essential amino acids, how they transform upon thermal treatment, how vitamins and minerals transform upon thermal treatment, how strict you must be in terms of raw eating in order to cover all your needs. So these books come from very, let's say, conventional standpoint and approach to nutrition science. And even through that, they're able to beautifully prove the validity and healing nature of raw plant-based diet. So these books will educate you and equip you with facts and tools to carry out conversations with people coming from a conventional impressions about nutrition sciences. So these are really helpful books. And how you can use them further? You can create some tables, you can design your diet based on the data that they show in terms of micronutrient content in different foods, and how you can fulfill all essential amino acids. Then the second book is Free Food and Medicine by Markus Rothkranz. Markus Rothkranz, I would like to give a shout out to him because he was the person who actually made me feel free and open to trying raw plant-based lifestyle, and I never even considered raw veganism. And at the same time, if we talk about the alternatives that I was witnessing I listened to some bloggers from Russia, but they never were satisfactory because a lot of them went to some extreme diets that in the modern world they're unable to fulfill our needs. And so Markus Rothkranz seemed to be the most reasonable person, the most reasonable speaker at the time, and I felt like I could relate to his energy, to his vibe, to his in general outlook on life. So it was very relatable, and I watched him multiple years in a row, and I finally opened up to trying this. So I bought his book, Free Food and Medicine, and this is a fascinating encyclopedia. Everyone who's into survivalism will have a complete shift in paradigm because you literally don't need any tools. If you ever face the need to survive in the wild, this book will tell you how. Because the simplest, the most abundant, the most routinely seen plants, they happen to be the most nutritious, that with potential to fulfill all your nutritional needs in the context of survival. So this book will liberate you and will put you on your feet in nature. You will come in deep peace and agreement with the environment. And it will relax a lot of your fears and anxiety. So I would really suggest that you get this book and have it on hand. If you have some emergency suitcase, you can put it there, or backpack. It doesn't only have plants that are edible, it also talks about different herbs that you can use for topical applications, for some whatever healing properties. So if you're into herbalism, you can also probably appreciate some aspects of this book, but of course the focus is made on edible plants. So, and their nutritional and medicinal properties. And then we move on to the fourth book. This book has been my favorite, my recent favorite. It's called Return to the Brain of Eden by Tony Wright. I call it a mental experiment, a hypothesis that actually fills in the gap in both the biblical, the religious, the spiritual view on the origins of humanity and development, because a lot of religions, they come from the same place in terms of how they describe the origin of humans. And also it can even fill in some missing piece in the evolutionary theory, because there's a lot of conversation about how Homo sapiens were able to survive after some cataclysm because they started eating meat and cooked food, and that's why their brain developed. But think about it, if cataclysm happened and they didn't have the capacity of the brain to start thinking about survival, then they wouldn't survive. So humans must have had a very advanced brain before the cataclysm happened, such that they were able to start searching for the tools to survive, if that circumstance indeed happened. So this book describes the path of human brain, how it evolved into its peak form, and why we live in the state of devolution. And this book partially explained also some of the observations that I made regarding my own nervous system alterations that happened after I switched to raw vegan diet. Why you feel expansion, why you feel no depression, why you lose a lot of anxiety, why your sleep becomes better, why your relationships become better, why your outlook on life becomes more positive, why you have more energy, why you have more bioconfidence, vitality, and why in general you just wake up with a smile on your face. So why you become happier on a raw vegan diet. This book partially addresses that. And I feel like this is a very entertaining read, and if you purchase this book, I would suggest that you take notes, or even not notes, you read and try to approach it as a dialogue with the author. So put like page number and question that you would have to certain statements, because a lot of them are explained later in the text. You will be fascinated by how many questions are answered in this book. And even if it's all fallacy, even if it all turns out to be false, even though it falls really beautifully in the framework of modern knowledge, even if we accept that it is false, you will find so many ideas to dig through, to research. The book provides very extensive bibliography that you can also delve into and read where each conclusion stemmed from or how it was proven. This is a very thought-provoking and at the same time very it's the book that will bring you to agreement with some internal deep-rooted knowledge and will resolve certain conflicts that you may have inside. So I would really encourage you to buy this book. It exists on YouTube in the audio form, but I would suggest that you buy paper form. And in fact, actually, I have all 4 books linked below as affiliate links. Affiliate links work in a way that you are not getting penalized or charged anything extra for purchasing the items using affiliate links, but I get compensation from Amazon for advertising those goods on my channel, on my video. So I will get some compensation if you purchase these books through affiliate links down in the description. So you can choose to do that. Otherwise, yeah, I will show you again. It's Brenda Davis, Becoming Raw, Karin, Dina, Raw Food Nutrition Handbook. I'm not naming the second authors, but I'm giving you enough keywords to search. Markus Rothkranz, Free Food and Medicine, and Wright, Return to the Brain of Eden. These books, in summary, will equip you to hold conversations with people. You will get enough vocabulary and factual knowledge, or very strong arguments, philosophical arguments, favoring your lifestyle. For your own benefit, if we remove people from the picture, from other people from the picture, for your own benefit, you will come to a more agreement, and again, maybe you will find some diversity, some ways to diversify your diet, but most importantly, you will come to peace that comes from knowledge, and it will become your new intuition. So it's likely that you will accumulate this knowledge and you will assimilate it to the extent that you will use it as your own. At least that happened to me, and I feel like it will take me some more time to reach the point in which I will start researching more. So for now, I kind of fulfilled some of my inner needs to explain certain things. And now I'm working on some other aspects of my life, comprehension, and so on. But those books are a very nice foundation for that. So I really encourage you to read them. Please like my video, subscribe to the channel if you like this content, and I will see you next time. Leave your comments below, ask me questions, and suggest topics that I might have not covered in my channel yet. I will be really happy to discuss that. Thank you so much, and bye.